Koski, on here. Split,
Here,
Yelps,
Here.
Hutton,
Here.
Walker's not.
we got a quorum.
This approval of tonight's agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve tonight's agenda.
I'll second that one.
So there's one update. I'm looking at the financial report. It looks like we have more money than what I have listed here, so that's just have to have that.
Okay.
Oh, that's what that was?
Yeah, yeah, I didn't have the financial report in front of me when I was making this up, so. Okay, approval of past minutes.
Did we vote on the agenda?
Oh, did we go? I guess not. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
There you go. Now approval of past minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve past minutes.
I will second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And now review of financial report. Looks like we're at 14,700 or yeah, $758.77.
Yep.
We're rich.
Yeah.
Out of the 77. Oh, well.
Can buy a roll of copper now.
And,
I will make a motion to approve the financial report.
I'll second that.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, yep.
Okay. One thing I was thinking about is if we want to expand the grant program at all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To just maybe get a few. One area is, because it might be one of the first contact points that many of the business owners will have, is if there's some way we could do a little bit maybe for signage, because they always have to come to us for approving their sign. So they know, oh, there's money that I can get if I go through that, because I won't name any names, but I did see one newer business downtown that I don't remember seeing them come to us.
Okay, yeah.
Of course, I'm-
Ripon Main Street does have some,
We don't do signage.
You don't do
We stopped
signage.
doing that quite some time ago, because
Okay.
it wasn't a good investment. If a business, doesn't make it the first year or two, then we gave them a grant for nothing. So giving a grant to do a facade improvement that stays with the building, improves the value of the building, and I think that's the better investment to make.
that's a good point.
My recommendation would be increase the amount per building that the Preservation Commission is willing to do. So we'll do up to usually 2,000, 2,500 per building. If the commission would do 500 per window, then maybe we can tip that cost mark to get people to do the archtop windows and,
Yeah.
rather than putting square tops in or something.
I thought we did say 500 per window a while back, but I don't know if we ever did it officially,
I don't
Yeah,
remember that.
that was
Yeah.
just a blanket 500 for like windows and doors and.
maybe it was just a blank
Yeah.
500.
I think we were talking about going up to it, and
Yeah.
it's a matter of people coming to us, giving us their plan, and then we, depending on their window, maybe if they have the curved, we throw a little bit more in it in order to keep the integrity of the window.
Yes.
And if it's a regular window, I wouldn't just say when we were talking about that, it wasn't just 500 a window. I think we were gonna go up to, depending on, and like I said, with the curved windows on the top, we'd throw more money at it. That's what we were looking at.
The current is, the selected project may be awarded a grant of up to $500.
Up to, okay.
Yeah, up to,
And
no
it
more.
was archtop windows, tuck pointing, or original historic restoration based on historic preservation guidelines. So I think obviously we've seen projects come in front of the commission. We've seen some not come. Ultimately, some of them don't come because there's a high cost, right? And they're just trying to avoid additional costs, because if you say archtop windows have to go in, that may double or higher, what we're seeing in terms of when we're talking to businesses, it's thousands of dollars for an archtop window. And I talked to Craig a little bit about this earlier, and it's like, how can we how can we incentivize that more? And, you know, tuck pointing, again, $500, you know, for a tuck pointing project, or $500 for even 2-3 windows project is maybe
Yeah.
5% of the project,
Yeah.
if you're lucky.
Well, I think part of our hesitance last time is we thought we were going to get a lot of people coming in here doing this, and we haven't.
Yeah. And we didn't have this much money
We were
either.
worried we weren't
That
gonna
was
have
another
enough
thing.
money, and
Yeah.
we're not gonna promise something and then have 10 people come in here, and all of a sudden, you know, it totals $30,000.
Right.
Well, and
So
maybe-
that was our, I think our mistake going into that. So, I mean, we could do away with the $500 and just do it per, you know.
Yes, case by case or whatever.
Let's look
yeah.
at a case and
Project
work
by
with
project.
people to get their best bang for their buck.
Or do you really want to focus on one thing, right? Do you want to focus on archtop windows? And, you know,
Yeah.
and just
Well-
have a program where you're funding archtop windows and you're not doing tuck pointing? Because frankly, what do you want to promote most? What is the
Right.
what are the biggest issues you're
Windows.
seeing from a compliance perspective
Windows.
that you can target maybe more than just being more broad? Because the more broad projects are gonna cost
Yeah,
a lot, and you're, you know,
right.
it's not bad,
Now, you
$500
guys
is
put
$500.
money into it too, when somebody comes in, what do you think if we just like did windows and didn't have a $500 limit? Are we gonna get a better bang for our buck, so to speak?
I think what I would do is establish an upper limit to the budget. So this year, you're only gonna do $4,000 or $5,000. So then you don't have to have that concern about 10 people come in asking for, you know, $1,500 or $2,000 per facade. I think it's more important to fund preservation items than to say we're only doing windows. Because tuck pointing and windows are the most expensive parts of the renovation, and they don't change the rental structure.
Right.
You know, so you make all that investment and you don't get anything back, whereas if you renovate the kitchen and the bathroom, you get a bump in the rent income. So I wouldn't limit the window to just windows. I think it's important to, you know, fund, if somebody wants to do a chemical strip on one of these buildings and take the paint off, I think that's also a very worthy project to fund, you know, so.
So that way we're not hamstringing ourselves to
Yeah.
anything, and if somebody wants to go put money in one of the buildings, we can be there for them. In between the two of us, we can
Yeah. And like with
make a
Main
dent
Street,
in the bill.
right, we only, the only way to get a grant is you have to have the certificate of appropriateness. So I think the two of us can work in tandem to try
Okay.
to
I like that,
give enough of a carrot to get these windows done.
because this isn't really, we're not getting anybody here for this,
Right.
so.
And from a budgeting perspective, while you have money every year allocated to you, I think if you take the approach of Craig's approach of saying, well, okay, we have, how much do you have currently?
3,000 a
14.
year, right?
14,000.
14,000, right? If you say, heck, we'll kick in $5,000 this year to projects, and our goal is to do 2, right? It's $2,500, right?
Yep,
If you take it down to 14 to 9, right, you can say, well, next year, we can ask for 2,500, or we can ask for 3,000, or we don't want to be under 10,000, right?
Right,
And you
and show
can
the
then
results
request,
of
and then
what we
show
got
what you're,
for it.
yes, and so
Yeah.
you keep a healthy balance where you're not, you know, through the budget cycle, you're replenishing it. And if there's a strong demand in a year, you may ask for more money.
Yeah.
If you know, so I think there's a way to kind of manage it with the pot you have and kind of keep it sustained moving forward.
I like that.
You don't want to just blow it all now, but you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
We've always been afraid to spend it because we never had it for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We just And then we didn't know what to spend it on. You know, little things.
And we just did something that wasn't on the agenda.
I
guess that is. I said
Expanding
expanding
grant.
grant.
Yeah, expanded grant
Yes.
grant
Yeah.
program.
Yeah.
So maybe we could put something at our next meeting about changing
Mhm.
that.
Put that on the agenda,
Put that
yeah.
on the agenda.
Yeah,
and
maybe
then we'll-
I'll make a proposal and,
Yeah.
Something
We'll
more
put it
concrete.
together,
yeah.
and that'll give us time to
yeah.
kind of think about what we really want to do here. I like it.
I can share the program
All right.
information so you don't have to recreate everything.
So let's move, so moving on, public comment?
I'll just make one note, and I don't know if this is a more appropriate location, but today we had a conversation with the library director, Nancy, and Susie, one of the librarians, is working on a project with the Historical Society regarding a walking tour or something. So I just wanted to put that in, that bug in all of your ear, as well as what they've recognized is, and I believe this body may have funded, some of the historic downtown signs with the
That's
QR
number
code.
8.
Okay, you got it?
Yeah.
Perfect. Thanks, Dave.
And then we have no certificate of appropriateness this week. So we're actually to number 8.
Go ahead.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I should have looked at the agenda.
Yep. So there's, the plans of doing a summer walking tour in collaboration with the Ripon Historical Society. And I think you were talking to Susie
Susie, yeah.
about is like,
Mhm.
about us sponsoring the gas for diverse options, but likely using diverse option bus. There could be one of the other bus
Right.
companies around that's used. And also for the printing of the brochures. I'm not sure, did you by chance get any like hard numbers that we?
She was gonna get back on,
Okay.
she was gonna talk to, I can't think of the name of the printer out on Douglas Street.
Okay.
Impressions?
Good impression.
Good impression, thank you.
Yeah, so maybe once we get some hard numbers, then we can make improvement.
I personally thought it would fit in with our
Yeah.
scope of,
Yeah,
education and.
Yeah,
and-
all in on
and-
this.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say that's excellent idea.
Appropriate
Keep
use of
moving
the funds that
forward.
we have.
If we could get, how much we're gonna spend for gas and how much for the print, find out what we're gonna
Mhm.
do for the printing, and then,
I'm assuming it's just only gonna be maybe a few $100s at most.
That's what I would think, yeah.
The only thing, I'm sorry, the one thing I would add regarding that, one thing that was mentioned too in tandem with it was that some of the QR codes on some of the historic plaque signs that were done maybe 4 or 5 years ago, I think the commission may have donated money to a Eagle Scout project.
Yes.
Right.
Some of the QR codes are,
Faded?
they don't.
They'll go to
They
something.
don't go to something.
Oh.
So all of the, whatever was being done or wherever it was hosted they're no longer active. So I would just say, if, Nancy had mentioned something about maybe addressing that as part of this project as well. Certainly you can just print a new
Vinyl sticker.
vinyl sticker QR code and
Okay.
figure it out, but, I just wanted to put that out there too, because, people are scanning it, they're not.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
getting
that's not-
anything.
yeah.
Imagine 2 or 3 times and that gets frustrating.
Yeah. QR code monkey has been the best that I've found for creating QR codes, and they're free.
Because I thought the Historical Society was gonna do that with that Eagle Scout project, but things changed there too.
Yeah, I
When
think
Steve
also
got
we
sick,
had like a
everything turned
change
over.
over that time, we've had a change in the administrator
Yeah.
at the Historical Society. And since there was some like lost passwords, we've kind of changed our web hosting and that, so that might have
Okay.
happened during
Sure.
that period.
Yeah,
Was the society with Planet hosting? It was Ed Fisher, and then he sold out to Planet Hosting. If that's,
Yeah, I don't have the direct details. I do remember like there was kind of like when Karen moved into the position that she kind of wanted to like kind of change some things up because it was just was basically mostly a landing page that had a little bit of information versus being something a little bit more interactive of a website. And, yeah. And let's see here.
I can ask Steve about the QR codes and see if if they're planning on doing that, or find out what's going on there.
Yeah.
Then we'll go from there.
Okey-dokey. Suppose now we're to item 9. And item 9 and item 10 I have here just so reminding us that this is coming down. I'll probably sometime this month do the photography for the scavenger hunt and kind of get that together. And I still have to do the primer for like what we want to get, and maybe also trying to find participating businesses for, particularly if like the person or the artist is not going to do something that's actually doing like something of the business, but doing something that might be placed at the business. And so moving on to Preservationist of the Year. And I put some of the names that we talked about, and I also included David Knuth just because of the work that was done with the new building that he's in, and the fact that we're talking about that building maybe being a parking lot, and now we have a
Yeah.
major building that's an asset for the town.
Well, we talked about Dave and Debbie Hahn, and that was, Adam said 2 years ago, they got that award for the
Right.
Hammies station.
Yeah, for the station.
So I'm just thinking maybe we should
Yeah.
take them
Yeah.
off,
Yeah.
out of the
Yeah.
running right now, because
Yeah.
they were,
You said technically Marty and Eric aren't done with the house yet? Or there's still a few things they're doing?
they are.
It's mostly some inside stuff.
Inside work, I think the outside is, I mean, maybe a little painting yet or something, but I think the outside is finished.
Because maybe they could be slid to next year as a
Mhm.
candidate.
Mhm.
Versus, I think Steve and Kathy Lee are pretty much finished.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And
I
they
mean, you're
did.
never finished with.
No, you're never finished with an old house,
Yeah.
but,
No.
Which house are you talking about?
Steve and Kathy Lee Arbaugh.
Oh, the Harlow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's coming along pretty good.
yeah, and they did have a article in the
Preservation Magazine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Preservation magazine, so,
I'm thinking about the one you did.
that's the
Yeah.
one, well, that's the one that we think maybe we should wait till maybe next year. Because they may not quite be done yet on the outside.
And definitely Eric's going to want to do some gardening and.
Or landscaping
Yeah.
and things
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that thing's beautiful now.
Yeah,
You just need to put pretty to it.
yeah. I would personally be in favor of Steve and Kathy Lee Arbaugh with
Yeah, I
with
would
theirs.
too.
I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
I suppose, should we vote on that now?
I would say we should. vote on it.
I'll make a motion to nominate Steve and Kathy Lee Arbaugh for Preservationist of the Year.
For 2006.
26.
Yeah.
26, and I'll
Oh,
second,
26, yeah.
I'll second that motion.
I'm 20 years behind.
Good money you're saving.
One question on this, I like the idea of this, but one thing I was thinking about was, doing the house. Not just them being preservationists a year, but
Yeah.
make the house
So
When-
maybe,
yeah, and then
Or-
put them down for doing.
Yeah,
the
for,
house.
yes.
for,
So
You
maybe
know.
preservation project of the year.
Yeah, 'cause I think that's what we did with Dave Hahn. We stated Hammy's service station on there.
Right,
Right.
yeah, so we want to make sure to do the address, and then that way, I mean, somebody could win, if somebody wants to come in and keep doing a building, and that building can keep winning.
Yeah,
And, we did a commercial, and this, I like the idea of doing a residential
Mhm.
this year, maybe next year, doing another commercial. building, you just kind of go back and forth and do the buildings and then,
Yeah,
you know,
Yeah.
the owner,
we could word it for,
and do it that way.
yes,
And I'm all in on this.
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, because they've really done a beautiful job on that house.
Right.
It's pretty cool inside now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%,
Yeah.
in, out, everywhere.
I'm just trying to find the address. There we go.
So what side?
I was
512.
trying to say.
It seems like it's a 5, but I don't
Five,
know.
it's because right by my house.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, 512.
Got it.
512, which side?
I love the idea of like highlighting the building.
yeah, right,
And with the people, but like,
Yeah.
make it about the building.
The building.
Make it about the project.
Right.
You
And
know.
Another project, yeah.
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 If Dave buys 2 buildings, renovates one year and one the next year, there's no reason why you shouldn't be recognized for doing multiple projects. So
Right.
by honoring the building, I think that is the right way to go.
Yeah,
yeah. Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm. Well, there was a motion by me and second by Billy.
All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Passes unanimously. And I suppose we need to get some sort of plaque made up.
Mhm.
Do we know of any engraving places?
Well, we've done them.
I'll have to come in, and if Karen can look back 2 years. The plate, it was in Oshkosh. I went and picked it up.
So we got them before
And I
at the
can't-
beginning in Berlin.
Yeah,
Then we went over there.
I can't remember for the life of me.
Is the plaque
I get-
something that goes on a wall inside?
Yeah, it's, this plaque that we gave Dave and Debbie would not go outside, because it was like a walnut back
Yeah.
into it or something like that.
How much more would it cost to do an outside thing?
But that's kind of permanent, so it'd be up to their owner.
Right, but
If they want that. or
if they want to hang, if they want to put it on their house, put it on a post outside or whatever though, I don't know how much more it would cost.
You can get those made out of like bronze and
Yeah,
things like
'cause if
that,
you-
if you
I don't
want to
think
go
it-
whole hog.
I don't think
mean,
it's a lot more.
If they're not a lot more, it would kind of be a kind of a bang for the buck, and
Okay.
you could even.
Well, for
put
a
the-
walking tour, yeah.
Right, so you put the house, the address of the house, built in this, you could do the style of the house, and then say, you know, it won preservation of the year in 2026. If it's not too expensive to do.
I think those
so.
are expensive.
Yeah,
Mhm. It could be looked into.
Sure, should we look into
just to
that?
see what, but it'd be kind of cool, because
Just to
then,
price it, I guess.
it's kind of a little bragging rights thing to have that,
Because they probably wouldn't want it on the house. I wouldn't.
right. But I mean, just putting it
A post.
on a post in your, in your yard by, you know, in front of the flower bed, you know, out by your light.
Yeah, because when it's in the house, no one sees it but friends or neighbors or visitors.
I even thought about making one up for my house and, you know, putting up National Historic Register
That's there's a company that makes those
Yeah.
just for that, yeah.
and do that and put it on my post outside, on my light post outside. Just because,
Why don't you do that?
because I,
I don't know who's gonna check
Just
into it.
haven't
Who
done
wants
it.
to check into it?
I suppose I could check into it.
okay.
Yeah.
Matt will check into it.
So I had to just double check, the name of their house is the Catlin House.
Okay.
Mhm.
So is that how we should do it? Like,
Right.
it's the Catlin House that wins the project, renovated by Stephen Catlin?
Yes.
That kind of-
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
Mhm.
I'll look into bronze, also maybe stainless steel, because I've seen some etched stainless steel stuff that tends to be
Okay.
pretty water resistant.
I think the idea of elevating it and making it something cool would be awesome, like
Yeah.
just something, something.
Substantial,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know,
Mhm.
anybody know how to.
Well, and it might start something too with,
Yeah.
because Dave's got one, I gotta get one.
I know,
You know, and if you get one, I'm gonna have to get one.
I know.
And it'll stay, and something that could stay with the house,
Yeah.
maybe for
Yes,
generations,
good.
where you like to take
Yeah.
this plaque, it's like, let's take this as a goodwill.
Yeah.
I think it'd be
That
cool.
could happen too,
Yeah.
just like photograph books. In time.
Yeah, so I'll look into that. So I suppose next meeting is May the 6th. So can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
I'll second.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Do that way better.